Zach Sterniolo, NASCAR.com. Denny, just physically, how are you feeling after getting a week off? That's so rare in the sport right now, especially in the midst of 28 straight. How do you feel coming back this weekend?
Really good. You know, I'm older, so my body has to go through a reset every 7 days, right? I get it to where it's pretty good. By the time we get to Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday I mess it up again, and then I go through that whole cycle all over again. So it was good to have a week break. Certainly, I had the same week break that everyone else did, a month or so ago. But I can tell you that second week is phenomenal if we can get that back.
You've had this before where you've had to step out of the car and then come back after time off. What is that process like to get reacclimated? Obviously, you've done this so long now. I assume a lot of it is second nature. But is there a sort of switch you have to turn back on, having been in dad mode the last week and a half or so, to coming back here?
Yeah, I mean, because I didn't work. I mean, it wasn't like I was just sitting around and, just hanging out by the pool. Like, I didn't work. When it came to, like, sim and meetings, I missed all that stuff. Obviously, because my focus was with her, and they were, they're in the hospital longer than normal. So I felt like, I was a little rusty this week in the sim. It took probably an extra 30 minutes to get back in it, but once I did, I felt good and feel like I'll fire off fine today.
You mentioned that you were in the hospital a little longer than usual. I mean, I know it sounded like a little bit of a difficult childbirth. Yes. One, if you could tell me the story behind the name, I think it seems kind of obvious, but if you could explain it, and also how everything has been, how that experience was, any scary moments, things like that.
It was hard on her. It was no doubt really, really hard on her. And that's, truthfully, I had planned all along to, as long as he comes before Thursday, I was going to go to the weekend as scheduled. But the labor was tremendous. And it was, we knew that we were going to have to be there longer than normal. So at that point, right away, I said, there's just no way I can leave in the next 36 hours, which that's what I needed to go there and do the job correctly. And you know what, truthfully too, that, if we raced in at Darlington, I'd be there for race day, but it's just the logistics, it just was bad timing, from that standpoint. And so I think that, had it been something local, probably still would have made it, but just the logistics and knowing that you got 12 hours, of logistics, just to get there, just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, especially knowing that, those few days after are pretty fragile times where, I can't just hop back in the plane and go back. And so the name, obviously I'm James, so that's James's son, Jameson. And Drew, we wanted to keep JD because obviously JD Gibbs is a big part of my getting here to the Cup Series. James Dean was the car owner I drove for in late models that got me the equipment to win all those races, to get seen by JD. I'm JD, and so we just keep it going.